That Lukaku touch. Sevilla beats Inter Milan in the Europa finals 3-2. And they're unofficially giving Lukaku an own goal that's not on the sheet. Whatever. Damn, what a performance by Sevilla. Sevilla beats Inter Milan 3-2 in a pretty exciting game, to be honest. It had everything. It had drama, it had players doing great and then crumbling. It had a lot in it. Had some aerial threat plays. It was pretty incredible. And this is the 6th time Sevilla has won Europa League. Congratulations to them. In this game, honestly, they played great. Sevilla looked like the superior team. Now, that doesn't mean that the game was ever too far away. As a matter of fact, Inter Milan scored first. They scored in the 5th minute. We had some people who were heroes that went into zeros. People that started as zeros ended as heroes. Let me tell you something about it. There was a few people that were involved on both sides of the field in a lot of different impactful ways. So, Diego Carlos, the defender, center back, Lukaku was marching on around the 5th minute, racing from the halfway line, and he was beating Diego Carlos, and he goes and pulls him, starts pulling him before the box, but then cleats his Achilles inside the box, giving away a penalty. Gets a yellow card 5 minutes in. Lukaku sets it down, buries it for the 34th goal in his season. So Lukaku making that move for Manchester United, great move, really helped him, and he looked like a strong player. He had a good game. But the game moves along. Then what you have is great play. Luuk de Jong scores, so the game is tied up in the 12th minute. Luuk de Jong, who was not even supposed to be a starter, but put into the starting lineup, scores the equalizing goal in the 12th minute. There's a play at the top right of the box. 4 people collapse in on the Sevilla players. They kick it out outside the box, cross in, and de Jong puts a vicious far post header in. Game scored, tied 1-1. Not long after that, you have the plays building up. Sevilla's got the majority of the possession, playing really dynamic, exciting game, fun game to watch. But then there's a set piece, and on the 33rd minute, in a free kick, de Jong is on another header. And these are not just kind of like lazy headers. These are great headers. Scores a second header to win, or to be leading in the 33rd minute, 2-1. Whereas Inter was winning the game in the first 5 minutes, 1-0. Now it's 2-1 in the 33rd minute. But let's be clear here. Godin scores in the 35th minute on a free kick. Now I just want to point out that it's another free kick, another penalty, not a penalty kick, but another free kick given by Diego Carlos's sloppy defending at the top of the box. Ball goes in, Godin hits it as he always does. He's always been an aerial threat. So now it's tied 2-2. So in this sequence of events, 2 set plays back to back, Diego Carlos was responsible for both of them, both of the goals against Sevilla. But what can you do? So we go into halftime, 61% possession for Sevilla, 39% Inter, 8 shots on target, or 8 shots for Sevilla, 5 on target. For Inter, it was 4 shots, 2 on target, 2-2 at halftime. So what do you think? It comes out, Sevilla, there was a fast pace, even coming out of half. The game was looking good. You don't know what's going to happen. But the worst thing that could possibly happen for Lukaku, and one of the best things that could happen to Diego Carlos, who had already given up essentially 2 plays for goals, he goes up in the 74th minute for a over the head bicycle kick, kicks the ball down. It looks like it's going wide. Lukaku taps it. He hits it, goes off his foot into the goal. And boy, I know he gets a lot of stick about that touch of his, but damn it, just always, he's either on or he's off. And in this case, he's off. And for the first time, which I cannot even remember, the last time a deliberate goal hit in by a player as an own goal is not credited. This was credited as a Diego Carlos goal in the 74th minute, not a Lukaku. And what they were saying is, if Lukaku would have scored that, he'd been the first person in Europa League finals to score on both ends of the field, but they didn't do that. So that is where the game ended. And then at the end, you have to understand too, at the end of the game, you have, for Inter, they've got Diego Godin, they've got Lukaku, they've got Sanchez, they've got Eriksen. I mean, they have firepower. That team has so many players. So many dynamic players, but it just never really came together. It was more of a push it out front and get on the threat. Whereas on the other side, you look at Sevilla, and they were playing very good ball. They deserved to win. You have to give them credit. And, but you also have to say that the game was great. Lopetegui, he completely redeems himself after losing his job as Spain's national coach, then losing his job as Real Madrid's coach, moves over to Sevilla, and he is the Europa League coach champion. Congratulations, story of redemption. I have to say Sevilla earned it. Great game. This is their 6th time winning this championship, and it was quite impressive. Good game, fun game. I hope Champions League final is just as good as this, if not better. Adios, guys. Join the channel if you want. I'm going to go ahead and follow up the consolation game, championship game, and Champions League this weekend. More games to come tomorrow and the next day. Talk to everyone soon.